All right, guys, welcome back to the Sportscast. In this episode, we're going to be going over round 2 of the NBA playoffs, and we're going to be picking through the games like we did in the first round. So the first game that we're picking is the Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets. Brandon, who do you have?
Well, boys, who do I have? I have the daggone Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets.
Yes, gosh, like... Let me
James Harden.
let me just tell you, the Houston Rockets should have been in the NBA Finals last year.
Okay.
I
agree.
I think Chris Paul doesn't get hurt. They beat Golden State. I think this year they did a good job with Golden State in the regular season. I think in the playoffs, it's hard to beat Golden State at home, but they're going to beat Golden State at home in Game 7 to go to the next round of the playoffs.
All right. Bear, who do you have between the two?
I have Golden State. Was it 4-3? Yeah, 4-3.
4-3?
Okay.
Only because of Draymond.
I have...
What?
Yeah, we're going to go back real quick.
Reason why Draymond's 30.
Is it a new kick in the crotch?
Yeah, he probably will. He'll kick James Harden in the crotch.
All right,
I can't argue with that. That's backed by facts.
That would take me out too. So
Yeah, I have Golden State 4-2. I have them winning in Houston to advance to the Western Conference Finals. So 2 Golden States, 1 Houston.
It's for you, J-Rat. Represent H-Town, baby.
All right.
You got no chance.
The next game in the Western Conference is the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Denver Nuggets. I have Portland winning because I feel Portland's the more complete team. I feel they're one of the hottest teams in the playoffs right now. Denver, they're good, but they're extremely young. They're inexperienced. I think this just isn't their year. I think a couple years from now, get some more draft picks, have good off seasons with free agency, they'll be a very good team in the Western Conference. It's just Portland, I think, is just too good for Denver to keep up with. So I have Portland going through. I have them winning 4-2. Anyone?
Me?
Who wants to? Whichever one of you wants to go. I mean, rock, paper, scissors for it.
What did you just
I picked you.
Okay, cool. So let's see. What game are we talking about here? Portland and Denver?
Denver, yeah.
Okay, well, Denver, get off my TV screen! This is Portland series all day, every day. Okay, Denver, I give you credit. You had a pretty good season, right? What you proved to me is that
Hopefully you don't have headphones. I'm sorry.
What you just proved to me, Denver, is that you are now the next OKC. You're about to play consistent through the regular season only to let your fans down every year in the playoffs. Congratulations.
I'm sorry you're still hurting.
So
Portland, all the way.
Portland. What's the series?
I'll give them. I tell you what, that was a little harsh. I'll give you guys 2 wins, 4-2.
4-2.
4-2.
Also,
yeah.
Who do you got?
Of course I got Portland.
Okay.
I don't need to explain it. I'll explain my reasoning later.
All right.
But we're talking now.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah, but it's easy.
Well, if it's easy, you should say it now.
Damian Lillard is the only reason. He
Was that so hard?
Yeah, no. He's there's other reasons, but that's the main
what's
reason.
the series? What do you got Portland winning?
4-2.
4-2? All right, 4-2 across the board. Jumping over to the Eastern Conference now, we got Milwaukee, who just
did what they're supposed to do.
Had a first-round bye, basically. Like, just thrashed the Pistons.
I'm pretty sure my words were I'd rather watch a parked car or maybe a wall or something.
Paint
Oh,
dry
Giannis was
actually
enjoyable.
right.
Giannis
So-
was enjoyable, so you still
Let me.
watched it.
Giannis was like, wow, I wish I could play someone other than the pickup guys
At
you see
YMCA.
every week at the YMCA.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
And Blake Griffin.
Griffin, you, I give you respect. You know, playing with your leg. Your
Andre
knee
Drummond's
injury.
good.
I understand, but I give Blake Griffin the respect for playing through that knee injury. Andre Drummond, congratulations for making it to the playoffs.
You were there, yeah.
You know, I don't know if this was like the rec league, like maybe you could get your participation trophy now, but
Man.
It just wasn't fair.
it was. I told you it was gonna be blowouts. It was blowouts. Like it just. I don't know. The series like this make me lean towards that hypothetical. Like, what if we just did the 16 best teams in the NBA, not from each conference? Because maybe there would have been a game that was or a series more, competitive.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been better basketball.
So
but
1 through 16 throughout.
Yeah, just throughout, like
No.
both conferences. I don't know.
The only issue with that, because each conference, that's a lot of traveling between.
It is.
So that's a lot of
neutral
weights.
locations.
You know,
I mean, you could do neutral locations like March Madness, but it wouldn't be.
yeah.
It wouldn't give a team an advantage, which is the whole point of home court. Like in football,
Well, I mean, it could give you an advantage. Like if Golden State played like the Orlando Magic in the first round, like that's huge home court. You're going across time zones and everything. That's a huge
that's
home
on
court
both
advantage.
teams though.
Yeah.
That's. But
And
I
so,
mean,
I don't know. I just, series like that, it just, it's almost like you people. I know like the skepticisms with that thing, with that playoff scenario is, well, you'd have more Western Conference teams, or you might have more Eastern Conference teams. Well, like obviously it doesn't matter. Like if I had more Western Conference teams, but it was good basketball all throughout. Like you didn't do anything for the Pistons. Like there was.
You
no
made
point.
them look awful.
There was no point in them making.
I mean,
that
they
seed at
should
all.
have belonged in there. The Hornets or Miami should have been in, but
it's just I mean, it's just I don't know. I think that there could be many other scenarios, which I don't know what the final rankings were for both conferences combined. That might have been a matchup anyway.
I actually think.
I think the Clippers. I mean, the Pistons would have still.
The Pistons would have still been in because
Yeah.
how the West went, their bottom was like the worst possible.
So I think the Pistons would have still squeaked in and got obliterated by some other team, but
It would have been it still would have been the Bucks.
The Bucks are playing the Celtics in the second
Woohoo.
round. So Bear, since you seem invested in this game, you got a Boston Celtics jersey on. You got a little suns out, guns out. So who do you got winning this game?
Why?
Who do you got winning this game?
Okay.
You're the one that showed up.
What do you mean?
Of course.
You're the one that thought this
Of
was a
course, I'm
frat
going to
party.
take the Celtics. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't have an undershirt that actually looked.
You just you did orange yesterday and you wanted to show it off for the kid. I was here.
No,
I know what happened.
I wasn't here.
Okay, give me your pick.
You got a late night lift in without us.
It's 4-3 Boston.
4-3 Boston. Okay.
All right. What do you got here? Milwaukee, Boston. Who?
4-3 Boston. Well, Boston. I am a Kyrie fan. I do like Kyrie. Jaylen Brown is very talented. Jason Tatum is very impressive.
Not those playoffs.
I'm gonna have to go with freaking Milwaukee, baby. 4-2. You see this jersey? Giannis, the Greek freak, the next MVP of the league, is gonna use this
MVP.
jersey. He's gonna use
the next.
this
We all know he
jersey
is.
as his toilet paper
Yeah, okay.
as he wipes the floor with the Boston Celtics and moves on. This isn't even. Let's go. Move on.
What's the series count?
4-2. Kyrie. We have playoff Kyrie. He can win games. This is 4-2 max.
I have 4-2.
I have
Milwaukee
4-2.
also.
I think
So
it's
they're
Milwaukee.
winning in Boston. Milwaukee's going to take Game 6 in Boston.
Yeah, I know that sounds about right.
They're winning in Boston for sure.
That sounds about right.
Good luck with that, but okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool story.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So we got.
Okay. All right.
Depends on if Brogdon comes back.
It depends on if the Greek freak breaks his fibula or not. That man's gonna carry Boston. There's no way. Like Boston's like, oh, what are they? If Boston had Draymond Green to poke him in the eye or kick him in the nuts or something, then yeah, they might have a chance because he wouldn't be on the floor. But as long as Giannis is on the floor, I'm sorry. He's gone.
Milwaukee for
Milwaukee.
Last game in the Eastern Conference is the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Toronto Raptors. Brandon, who do you got on this?
I got Philly. I like the. I don't know. I'm trusting the process this year.
Okay.
I think that their four stars are finally realizing, like in this playoff, how to play with each other. I think that Toronto is just Toronto. I think they use LeBron James as an excuse to not move on in the playoffs.
And they don't have that now.
Like,
They don't.
like I'm just saying, like, is LeBron James the greatest player on the world? Yes, he is. And is he going to wipe the floor with anyone who tries to get in his way? Yes, he will. But Toronto,
He didn't wipe away the Western
He was
Conference.
hurt.
Toronto, yeah, I wouldn't wipe away the Western Conference either if I spent freaking 8 weeks on the sideline with a groin injury only to come back before it's healed and then sit out the rest of the season because my groin is still hurt and I can't make the playoffs. Anyways, I think that Philly is going to win this one. I'll give Toronto a 2-win series. I give them 2 wins. I think that the teams now are too competitive to have any 4-1s or 4-0s. I think that we're past that point. I think it's a 4-2 series. I don't think it goes to Game 7. I think as long as Drake's in your corner picking your jerseys, then you're screwed.
Poor Drake.
Toronto.
Don't take
they
sympathy
have,
on him.
They have Kawhi, but he's leaving, so
He pays me.
he's not bought in for this season. He doesn't want to be there. He's leaving as soon as the season. Quit running your mouth over there, buddy. So yeah, Philadelphia all the way.
I need money, please.
I have Toronto winning 4-2. I feel like Kawhi is gonna. I'm sorry, bud. I have Kawhi just willing this team past the 76ers. He really doesn't have much help, so Kyle Lowry picks when he wants to play. So I have Kawhi just giving it his all to go through to the next round. Who do you got?
I have Toronto just because it's gonna break Drake's curse completely. It's gonna
So
shatter it.
you have no actual.
It's on the shatter.
You have no fun.
No, that's just to mess with Brandon.
Okay.
But no, I really think Toronto has a shot at this. One, they got probably the third best player in the NBA in Kawhi. If Kyle Lowry actually plays basketball for once and not like lays a giant goose egg, yes, he's third. LeBron, KD, Kawhi, Giannis.
I'm just finish your. I'm not even going to comment on that one. That's just talk.
But yeah,
Just finish it
you
up.
guys interrupted me.
Open
I'm
mic.
not
don't
even
even know
gonna.
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
even gonna try to argue that one. Just go ahead and give us your.
Who's better?
Giannis is by far.
No, he's not. I like Giannis. He's one of my favorite players. Kawhi's better.
Just give us your talks here.
Kawhi can shoot.
Okay.
A lot of players in the NBA can shoot.
Most players can shoot in the
That's
NBA.
kind of a requirement.
Not Giannis.
You're right.
He shoots 75% from the line.
That's just god awful, buddy. Let me tell you.
How is he in the playoffs?
Man, if I could have
That is
someone go
terrible.
3 for 4 from the line, I'd cut him. That's just pathetic. Jesus, that's just terrible. 75%. What the heck does LeBron?
I shoot 75%.
What does LeBron James shoot? Not 75%.
Yeah, because he's for some reason can't make a free throw. I don't understand it. He's like Shaq.
But you have him above Kawhi, but you just brought up Giannis's free throw percentage
That's
like,
what you're backing this up on?
to prove that he's
Who's
not
the
as good as
best free
Kawhi.
He
throw
also
shooter?
can't shoot an outside jumper.
If we're going off best free throw shooter, Shaq ain't even he ain't even close to
I
the
didn't
top.
say.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say, Logan. Hey,
you need
tell
to
me
have
that.
a jump shot, and nowadays Giannis doesn't
Really?
have it. Kawhi
So
does.
he hasn't dominated
Yeah,
offensively.
he
all
has,
season?
of course.
Okay. Because
But I'm saying
you can't.
Kawhi's put up the same numbers.
You can't dominate unless you
and
can
I'm going
shoot
to take
threes,
Kawhi
though, right?
in a closing situation over Giannis.
I
That's
didn't.
what makes him
I didn't
better.
say Bear. Tell me who the best players in the NBA are. Only if they can win a 3-point contest. I
I'm
said,
not
Bear,
saying.
the
I'm
Greek
saying
freak will dunk all
offensive
over you,
and
baby. This is
defensively,
over.
Throughout, Kawhi is a better player. He can guard every position. Giannis can't. Giannis can't guard. No.
Giannis can guard Kyrie all day. I seen it with my eyeballs.
Okay.
What, do you want me to pull up some game film?
4 out of 10 times, maybe. So
I'll take
2
those
out of
odds.
5
I'll take those
against
odds.
Kyrie. Lillard.
Well, how did Lillard get into this
Because I'm
conversation?
going to throw in Damian Lillard
Spit
because
out
he's a
random
point guard.
names. Bear,
Russell
who's the
Westbrook.
best player in the NBA? Ernest
Okay.
Cantor.
No,
No,
my
like
God.
what?
Why
do you
did they
mean?
keep that
Just
out of
pick
here?
random teams.
He's dead.
Just pick random.
He's
He's
dead.
dead. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
he's pretty
dead?
much
He
dead.
just separated his shoulder. That's not a
Hey,
life.
he's dead.
You're
He's
dead. What
useless
is
now.
wrong with you? What did you
He's
do?
Your
useless.
brain is dead.
What are you on?
I'm saying
You're saying
Kawhi can guard 1 through 5. Giannis can guard 2
he
through
can
4.
guard 1 through 5.
He can guard.
Yes.
All right, so if I said Giannis, get out there. Help me out here, David. Who guard?
Yao Ming.
That's a why. That's
Send him out there.
Today he probably could. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you're
right.
right.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
There's no. I don't know. I don't. No. Just no.
But anyway,
No. Just.
Um,
What was your pick? What was your pick?
I had Toronto.
All right, moving on. Next point. What's up, David? We're skipping this segment.
I don't
Gee,
know how that happened.
All right, so we have our picks for this round. Who do we have? Who do we have in the finals? Going off of this, who do we have going to the finals?
Please, just let Bear go first.
Bear, take it away, man. You've been volunteered.
Portland, first of all, is making the finals, and they're winning it, so it's whatever. You can blah, 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 all you want. Watch it happen.
Oh my god.
Then I want to say Boston because I picked them, of course. But they most likely won't because, one, they're not
Wait.
no
How are you?
matchup
Hold on a second. Hold on a
that
second.
been-
Whoa. How are you gonna argue with us and then not even back up your own picks?
I'm talking. Hang on. Hold up. I'm getting there. The reason why I pick Boston is because, one, Kyrie. They're more talented. But the issue is, if it comes to...
a man named Giannis, the Greek freak, the MVP.
There's no one on the Boston Celtics who can slow him down.
It's
So
a good
they
thing
gotta-
they don't. What if
they
they had
have to
Kawhi?
hope
What if they had Kawhi
they
Leonard?
can-
They probably guard anybody.
What about
Yes,
Damian
they could.
Lillard?
If they had Kawhi,
If they had Ernest
they
Cantor.
would everybody. But that's different.
What does that even mean? What did you just say?
What does that mean?
What does the male anatomy have to do?
I'm
with
saying
it?
if they had a LeBron, they had a KD, they had a
They
Paul
have a Kyrie.
George. I'm talking about defense. Kyrie don't play defense. Get out of here.
But you have them beating Milwaukee,
Yes.
but you don't have them.
and you don't have Kyrie playing defense. In
How
this
do you
series,
have them
apparently.
beating Milwaukee, but have Milwaukee going to the NBA Finals?
Because I'm saying that's more likely. Of course, I'm going to pick Boston. What I'm saying is because they're my team. You got to pick your team.
No,
don't.
you don't
Yeah,
have
you
to
do.
at
If
If
all.
someone's like, "Hey, is the
That's
Cleveland
like-
Browns going to the Super Bowl?" I'm like, "Huh, it'd be nice, but I'm not gonna bet money on it."
Yeah, you would.
No,
Yes, you would.
I would
David,
not.
you're saying they were going to be a 2 seed earlier, so don't even start
I think
that.
they're going to the playoffs.
You said 2 seed. Get out of here.
That's the playoffs.
You said 2 seed.
Playoffs?
At least he said, "Hey, Cleveland's going
I'm
to the playoffs."
saying
Except for they're not going to the playoffs. That you just said. Hey,
no. I never said the Celtics are going to the
Boston
finals.
will wax the floor 4-2, but they're not going
That's
to
not
beat
waxing
them.
the floor.
You just said they're going to beat them 4-2.
I
but
said
now they-
4-3.
Okay,
First of all,
okay.
get your facts right.
All right, so 4-3. Either way, I had my facts right. You picked Boston.
I
Now you're
picked
saying
Boston,
Boston's
yes,
not gonna-
but I'm saying if Boston doesn't win, it's going to be Milwaukee. And the reason why is because of Giannis, because Boston doesn't have a person to match up well against Giannis, so they can squeak past Boston. If they squeak past Boston, they'll make the finals and lose to Portland. That's what I was trying to get to, but you guys kept interrupting me.
Because you picked a different team. You said, "Hey, this team's
If Boston
eliminated."
wins, they're going to the finals. Milwaukee wins, they go to the finals.
Well, that's not what we asked. We didn't say. I could say, "Hey, if Houston wins, they're going. If Golden State wins, they're going." If
I'm saying
I can
Toronto
say
and
that for
Philly aren't
every
even in the
team left
question.
in the playoffs.
It don't matter. Toronto and Philly don't exist.
There's 32 teams in the NFL. I could say if this team wins every single game, they're going to the Super Bowl. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, hey, this team right here, I'm picking them, and I'm going to stick with them.
I'm saying, just, never mind. Go ahead and do
So
your picks.
what was your pick? What was
Go
your
with
pick?
your
He had-
Houston garbage. That's not gonna
So
happen.
you have. Yeah, let's go with you real quick. Who do you have in the finals?
All right, so I have Milwaukee because I said they were going to win. I'm not just going to say, hey, Milwaukee's going to win. JK, I think the Pistons are going to somehow resurrect themselves and win the NBA Finals.
It's the
so
loser bracket.
Milwaukee is going to go to the NBA Finals after they somehow lose to the Celtics and then come back and beat the Celtics. They're going to beat the Celtics and they're going to the Finals. I think that Houston gets past Golden State, like I said, and then they go through Portland. They beat Portland. They go to the NBA Finals. That's a good game between. It's a good whole series going to Game 7. Game 7 decides it between Milwaukee and Houston.
I have Milwaukee and Golden State. I feel like they're the two best teams in the playoffs. And
Are you sure you don't want to use your resurrection card and bring a team back that you already eliminated?
No, I'm not about that life.
Oh, okay. All
See,
right,
I'm
cool.
a straight
Yeah,
shooter.
yeah.
I got this. Yeah,
see.
Milwaukee and Golden State. I have going to the finals. Portland?
yes. Why? Okay. Why not Portland?
Why? Yes, Portland.
Yeah, let's hear your reasoning real quick.
Don't get me wrong. I give Portland respect.
Yeah, they're good.
Portland can't beat Houston or Golden State in a 7-game series. I give them respect. They're a good team. They're the third best team in the West for a reason, because they cannot beat Houston or Golden State in a 7-game series. The only teams that could win a 7-game series, like back and forth, would be Houston and Golden State, and they're about to play right now. And I think that Houston, after 2 years of close calls and a great regular season against Golden State, I think they finally win this. Game 7, I think they finally get it. I think they finally beat Golden State.
The reason why I picked Portland. Probably the most round outside of Golden State and probably the Celtics have the most complete team. Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks have their
The best
little
record
thing.
in the league?
They do. But
best
that
player in the league.
currently, yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm talking about current.
but I'm
I'm not talking about when Michael Jordan played in the NBA. I'm talking about the best player in the league right now today. Be honest. That would be the current time.
Because he's healthy and continuing.
Yeah, healthy really.
that's
That's a big part.
LeBron was healthy, he'd be number 1. But whatever.
Exactly.
And
yeah,
KD is probably technically better all around. But that's a different story.
I would be better all around too if I could stand there with my thumb up my butt for 3 quarters and go off in the 4th because I have 4 other All-Stars that can win the series without me.
He dropped 50.
I would drop 52 if I had to do
games ago.
nothing except for shoot threes.
Yeah, I'd drop 50 if the other team had to focus on 3 other All-Stars to contain. One of you's getting open.
Draymond's not an All-Star. Quit putting him
He's
in
been
an
in an
All-Star.
All-Star game.
One.
That's an All-Star.
That's like saying Middleton's an All-Star.
He is,
and he's
he
been
is.
in one
That's
in
an
his
All-Star.
8 years.
So what you're saying is not only if you lose you
No,
can
I'm-
bring back a team. You're saying
But
is
if
if you are voted and picked as an All-Star, you're not.
So
an
if you graduate high school, if it's not your graduation year, are you still a graduate of high school?
No, okay, listen. In order, my book, to actually be an All-Star, you can't just be picked because,
who
one,
named
if
you,
LeBron
Mr.
was still
Webster?
in this conference, Middleton would have been put in there. LeBron was still in the East, that would have taken Middleton's spot.
He's
So
not
he
in the
wouldn't
East,
have
though.
been-
You're,
I know,
you're talking
but what
about
I'm trying to
hypotheticals to
say
back up your argument.
is the fact that there's now players who left the East. That's the only reason why he became an All-Star. He's not an actual All-Star. He's not even the second best player on his team.
Well, I didn't say he was the second best.
And
player
he's
on
not
his
an
team.
All-Star.
He's an All-Star.
No, he's not.
He made
By,
the All-Star
by
game.
definition, he would be an All-Star.
He made it. That's like saying someone's a top-level player and making the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl
Is
is
Ben
useless.
Simmons an All-Star? He's not the best player on his team. Is he an All-Star?
Yes.
But
I'm
he's not
saying
the best player on
no.
his team. That's what you just said. You said he's not the best player on his team. You said he's not the second best player on his team. I don't think Ben Simmons is the second best player on his team.
You don't think he's second best?
Joel
player?
I
Embiid
think
and
Joel
Jimmy Butler.
Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is third by far. Ben
Really?
Simmons can't. By your definition, he can't shoot an outside shot. He's 0 for 1 career for threes. Like he can't shoot the outside shot. So by your definition, he can't play in the NBA because he can't shoot threes. Right?
Didn't say you couldn't play in the NBA.
But he
Because clearly you
sucks.
can.
Because he can't score though. Because he can't shoot threes.
I didn't say that.
You said to play.
I
in the NBA.
said
You just-
in
you said to
order-
score. We have it. We'll
No,
go back.
you can go back. I never said in order to score you have to be able to shoot a three.
You said
I said the best players can shoot. They can and guard.
he can shoot. He just
Giannis
doesn't
can't
threes.
shoot. That's all I said.
But he drops.
And you're using
drops
my words out
numbers.
of context.
You
We
just-
can go back.
No, we're going back on you because you're taking away someone's accomplishment of being an All-Star by calling him not an All-Star. Just because there's not enough players, it doesn't matter. He's still one of the top players in the East at that point. That's an All-Star.
Still an All-Star.
That's an All-Star. It's not a hard concept. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay. It's not
Like-
an all-star.
Yes, he is.
That's like saying I still think this was dumb, where Ben Simmons won the Rookie of the Year, even though he wasn't a rookie. He was a second-year player. He just
That's a
got injured.
totally different thing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not. Because he won the thing, so he's a Rookie of the Year, and it wasn't his rookie year.
The reason they have an issue with that is because he wasn't technically a rookie. Chris Middleton, you don't have to be a certain year to be an All-Star. As long as you're an All-Star, if you go to the game, you're an All-Star.
Yeah, I have to agree with David on that point. Actually, like I understand what you're saying, but I think
Like,
that
I was mad
I
about
don't-
it too, but it's...
Yeah, that's a completely different argument though. It's not like, hey, you can't be an All-Star unless you're a rookie. You can be an All-Star whenever.
Who votes for All-Star games?
The fans, there's
committee.
actually a committee for it. There's fan vote-ins and there's a committee for it.
Yeah, but the fan vote counts over the committee, which is dumb.
No, that's how you get your starters and your reserves. The fan vote and the committee picks people. The committee picks your starters. The fans vote. That's why Luka was not a starter.
But he was voted in.
But he was voted in because the fans voted.
Is
for
Luka
him.
an All-Star?
Okay, good. That you stumped me on that one. Yes, but
why
that's a
isn't
good
Chris
one.
Middleton an
That's a
All-Star?
good one. Because 8 years in the league.
Is it 'cause
gets
Luka's a rookie?
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And it's only
Late
because
bloomer.
there's nobody.
All
Late
right.
bloomer. He did the same numbers he did last year.
So quick question. How many years was Michael Jordan in the league before he won an NBA Finals?
That's. I think it was
Better question. How
fourth
many
year,
how many
fourth
years
year?
was he in the league before he won MVP of the NBA Finals?
think same year he won the finals.
So 4, right? So since it wasn't his first, he's not really a Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Because it took him 4 years to get there. He's not really a Finals MVP, right?
No, because he didn't have it in his resume.
So what you're saying, what you just said, since it took him 8 years, it took Chris Middleton 8 years to become an all-star. It's just pointless because he didn't. It's not like he worked his butt off for 8 years to get there, right? He just happened to just show up.
Luck into it.
Because it's not like there's like even though there are more dominant teams on the West, there are the same number of players on the East side of the conference as there is on the West side of the conference.
Yeah,
like, you
but
realize
the Western
the
Conference,
teams have the same amount of players.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so the same amount of players that
but
play
the
on
talent
this
level is
side.
different.
Okay, that's okay.
But that's not Chris Middleton's fault. He still played his butt off and got voted to the All-Star game. He's in the All-Star game. He's an All-Star.
To me personally, he's not an all-star, but he got voted in the
To
all-star.
the rest of the world, he's an All-Star. If you go to his Wikipedia page, it says All-Star.
One-time all-star.
That's
Okay,
still
that's
an
still an
All-Star.
Charles Barkley's what, a one-time NBA Finals champion? It's just one time though. What's the big deal, right?
Ooh, you did it. Congrats.
Idiot.
It's probably a paperweight.
You're not a real MVP.
So you
You're
think
not a
Mike
real
Bibby was
champion.
an all-star?
Did he make an
Did he
All-Star
make
game?
an All-Star game? Was he elected?
I just want to ask you.
Was
Do you
he-
think he was an
was he
all-star?
elected
No,
as an
no. I know. Don't even look it up on
was
your
he
phone.
elected
I
as an
just want
All-Star?
to point.
Was he elected as an All-Star?
Yes.
Then he's an All-Star.
Then he's an All-Star.
But if a random person walked up to you, if I didn't tell you made an all-star game,
I
you
knew
would've
he
said
did.
no.
I was asking you for your credibility to
not.
see if you just made up.
Sorry, I don't follow Mike Bibby's career. I'm not.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He makes one time. You're not going to know this 20 years. That's why he's not an all-star.
Okay, there's a difference from being an all-time great and just being an All-Star.
Yeah, if someone asks me, if they talk about a past player asking if they're an All-Star, I'll be like, I mean, what impact did they have on the game? But they're like, hey, did this player play in an All-Star game, making them an All-Star? I'll be like, well, if they did, yeah, they're technically an All-Star, but they're not a superstar. I don't hold Mike Bibby in a superstar category, but if he made an All-Star game, he was an All-Star at one point in his career. Same thing with Chris Middleton.
Like, there's a reason that Giannis is in the MVP race and Chris Middleton is not. Like, he's not.
I know that.
He's not an MVP.
But I'm
he's
saying
just a star.
there's no, like, if you don't have multiple, it's useless to me. Yeah, Luka's got one because he's a rookie. That doesn't give him time. Whatever.
That's a
Right,
good thing. It's a
No,
good
that
thing.
wasn't
It
even
doesn't
my
matter to you.
argument. Yeah.
But that was
So you're
throwing that in.
discrediting someone's talent and hard work because they just made it
Discrediting
work.
his
Chris
talent
Middleton
or
walked in
hard
right
work
now.
because he could go out there
If
and
Chris
make
Middleton,
me,
our
look
guest
like
of the
a bum.
show, walks in right now,
And said, hey, mine also, you'd say,
No.
no, you suck.
and then we'd
Yeah,
go to
then he would dominate me on the court. Yes, I know. He's 10 times better than
because he
basketball.
played
than
like
me.
an All-Star.
No, he plays like an NBA player. 'Cause he's
That was in an
NBA
All-Star
talent.
game.
That he is an All-Star. He is an All-Star. There's a reason that when you look him up, it'll say Chris Middleton, All-Star. X1. That's what X1. That's what it'll say.
Be 1X, not X1.
Either way, it still means the same thing. It's not a hard thing. Like, if you're in the All-Star game, you're an All-Star. Whether you think they're talented or not, you can't take that away that he's an All-Star.
So, like, one-time Pro Bowlers in the NFL, they're not actually a Pro Bowler. They're just chumps. Is that, like,
Yeah.
that's the same?
That's the thing.
It's the same thing.
Just
You make it 1 year, big whoop. That doesn't tell me anything. You had
That
one
tells
good
me-
season. That says you had a good season. That doesn't make you an all-star or.
I think you don't know what the term All-Star means in this.
So, Kyrie's a one-time NBA champion, right? Big whoop, right?
Yeah. Oof.
Not really an NBA champion.
Didn't even win Finals MVP.
That's a whole different thing.
I don't think you literally used the
An
rookie-
All-Star game
you literally
and a
used-
Pro Bowl are
You literally
useless.
used Rookie of the Year to back up an argument. And you said that since he's a one-time All-Star, it's not relevant. Okay, so he's a one-time NBA
You can't be a
champion.
more than one Rookie of the Year. So I don't know why you brought that in there.
What do you brought it in
brought
there?
What do you
No,
mean?
but that's different. That was.
That's what we
That's
said.
what we told-
said
it was different.
You brought it up. That's why I just
That
said
was your
you
that was your big like I got him, but you didn't.
you literally
I
said,
did. That's the thing. An all-star game does not matter unless you have a cumulative of them. One doesn't mean. That's
Yes,
like
I
me
think it
saying
does, very
I've
much
won
so.
an MVP trophy in 8th grade.
Bear.
That makes me an MVP.
Bear, if-
No, it doesn't.
for 8th grade, yes it would. For the NBA, no, it would not.
Bear, if you're in the NBA right now and you went to the All-Star game and you called us, you're like, guys, I'm an All-Star. I made the All-Star game. Would you be happy? Would you be calling yourself an all-star?
No.
I call so much BS on that.
You know how many first place trophies I have? I don't flaunt anything around.
Okay, yeah, because
neither is Chris
they're
Middleton.
useless.
Chris Middleton doesn't tweet out every day, "Yo,
Made
I'm
an
an all-star."
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't. That's not what he says. But he's worked his butt off, and he was elected as an all-star.
all-star.
So out of respect for his work ethic and his game, he should be classified as an all-star title.
We are not. I think you're just confusing the dialect. We're not calling Chris Middleton an all-star. We're calling him an all-star. An all-star is like LeBron, KD, Steph Curry.
That's a superstar.
Yeah,
that's what you're classifying this as.
No, that's not what I'm classifying as.
Chris Middleton he made an all-star game, therefore he is recognized in the NBA as an all-star, at least for this season.
He's made one all-star game. No big whoop. Throw it away. That's pointless, right? You said you need multiple. That could be that. If that's the case, then one-time NBA champions, that's useless. You only got one. You didn't prove anything. You made it there once. No big deal. You only did it once. If you were actually good, you'd make it more than once. It's literally what you're saying, your argument. So you could say that for any other title ever.
It's not a title.
It is literally a title.
They count that as a
title.
stat. If you go to the Hall of Fame, they're like, "Yo, this."
I'm not talking
the
WWE Championship title. I'm talking
I know.
an actual title reference. A reference spot.
First of all,
right
the
here.
whole Hall of Fame thing, most people, to even touch the Hall of Fame, have to have 4 or 5.
Okay, we didn't call him a Hall of Famer.
Anyways.
I'm just saying they bring
Famer.
up all-stars. Whether you go to a lot or not, that does not matter. It's still a stat that they count. That's still an achievement that they count.
Okay.
I'm not a Chris Middleton apologetic. I'm just saying he's an all-star. At least for this year, he was in the all-star game, so all-star. I'm not saying he's the best player in the world.
Of course not, because there's 1.5 billion players better than him.
Okay.
Not 1.5 billion, but
Still, he was an all-star.
I didn't say that. We already touched base on that. Because I said Ben Simmons, is he the best player on his team? No. He's not the best player on his team, but he's still an all-star. He's still an all-star. He's been to an all-star game. He's elected an all-star by the committee of the NBA that does all that crap. He was elected an all-star. He's an all-star.
That's all we're saying. Ah! Are we good?
So Blake Griffin didn't make the All-Star game, right?
Has he made it before?
Yes, but I want to just who's better, Blake Griffin or Middleton?
They play different positions. A one-on-one game.
Then you could do the whole GOAT conversation. They play 2 different. You don't even do that.
I don't know what you're expecting me to. If they played one-on-one, Blake Griffin would just power him down.
Yeah,
Blake
that's what I
Griffin's
mean.
way
No,
better.
I'm saying who's the better player. Just in general, who's a better player?
Well,
Blake
I don't know.
Griffin.
I'd probably
Middleton.
have to pick Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin can do a lot more.
He's not an all-star because he didn't make it an all-star game.
That's not. We didn't say it. He's elected as an all-star. He's been elected as an all-star, has he not?
And
If you looked up his stats
Yes,
right
he's
now,
been
would it
elected
say
an all-star multiple
Blake
times.
Griffin all-star times however many? Right? It would say that.
Yes.
So he's an all-star, correct?
yes.
Okay.
So why is it when Chris Middleton you see all-star times how many? 1. He's not an all-star.
It's personal opinion, I guess. It's whatever.
Well, that's like half an hour of my life. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that was a tangent. And if you're still listening along, I'm sorry. But
Not an all-star.
yeah, we went through everything. Real quick before we go,
How do we get on that?
I don't care. Before we
It
go,
only happened once, so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
The
Right.
past video we did, if you're watching along, Brandon had a bold prediction
Just go ahead, lay it on me.
where he predicted that the LA Lakers were going to hire Tyronn Lue as their head coach.
Former Cavs coach.
Yeah, there you go. That's where I was going to
Yeah.
approach. Hired Tyronn Lue as their head coach, and it's looking like Ty Lue is going to be the LA Lakers' new head coach.
I'm just saying, ESPN, if this happens,
Call him.
ring me up. I'd ring me up. Got the inside scoop of my gut feeling.
He's got it. If Kobe Bryant becomes the president,
Hey, Kobe, call him up. Wants to win.
Who?
Ty Lue, bring him in. Wants to win.
What about the whole Shaq thing? What was that one?
that was just
That was
a
not.
joke.
That
yeah,
wasn't. That
I
wasn't
know,
me.
but that.
if it happens, I mean,
That wasn't me.
That was you?
yeah, I said Shaq and Kobe as co-presidents just because it'd be
Oh,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
But so yeah, It's looking good for your prediction there, bud.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think it'd just be very. I think it'd be right on. I mean, I just feel like out of every coach I know, it's not a lot, but out of every coach LeBron has played under, I think that Ty Lue and LeBron clicked very well. I think that Ty Lue knows how to communicate and work with the system that LeBron is
Used to.
playing with. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's used to. LeBron has, his specific skill set.
Ty Lue coaches for LeBron. LeBron doesn't play for Ty Lue's coaching.
Yes, yeah, Ty Lue knows LeBron's weaknesses. He knows where he needs to fill in gaps to help get him, the Lakers, to the playoffs, to the NBA Finals. I think that this is just a smart move. I really do.
But yeah, I just wanted to take the end of the episode to congratulate you on that one so far.
Thank you.
Um,
It's only one congratulation. It means nothing.
All right, that'll do it on this episode. Thanks for watching through. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have anything you want us to talk about, leave them in the comments. Let us know. But see you on the next episode.